It was so beautiful. That was a sight to see. And I hope we all got to release some of some stagnant energy that we were holding on to. I don't have tea today. I have water because I already just had a kombucha. So I didn't want to put tea on top of that. But welcome to Get Comfortable. Grab your tea, grab your journal, grab your mat. Some people start the new year on January 1st, and some people start the new year around springtime. And with that being said, with goal setting and just thinking about the direction you're trying to head in, we are in quarter two. Next month will be Q2 of the year, and so the year is already going, and it's a time to reassess or even assess if you're starting goals you might have established earlier this year. And you know, as we've gone on, you might lose some motivation, right? I think I might have said last week, like, there's this delusion of motivation that's going to keep us going. But there's also this inner knowing. I think having this inner knowing of just what following your intuition and what feels right. And so today I did want to work on the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, and connect with that inner knowing, that divine knowing of you're walking in the right direction, even when you feel some of that doubt. And some of that doubt is coming from it being unbalanced, and the self-doubt, and again, just that disconnect from your inner knowing. And so I did want to work a little bit on that. And before starting our journal prompt, I wanted to do a guided meditation. And so I wanted to do a guided visualization meditation for manifestation. And that was a lot. A guided meditation for manifestation. And so if you want to take a moment to get comfortable, and so that we can start that, I want to walk us through a journey of what is that ideal world and what does that look like. So if you close your eyes, think of a blank white canvas. If something, an object, or any image begins to move into the scene of this canvas, gently remove it and try to keep that white canvas. Now start to think about what your ideal life would look like. Think about your ideal home. What are the main features of this structure? Where's the location? What is the landscaping? Think about the decor, the details of your home. The lighting, the windows. Think about the sounds. Is it city streets, or is it the calmness of the country, or is it the waves of the ocean? What do you hear? What do you smell? Think about your ideal relationship or partnership or companionship. What does your form of support look like? What does this relationship bring to you? How do you feel? What are the main characteristics of this person? What are their values? How do they make you feel? What is your ideal job or passion or interest? What are you pouring your energy into? How do you see your purpose being fulfilled? In what ways do you wake up and feel fulfilled in the things that you do? How do you feel about those that you work with and align with? How How do you feel you're giving back? Think about the resources that you have in your life, whether it's community, family, friends. What are your traditions? What are your values? How do you see your connection? How do you experience that? How do you feel that? Take a few moments to think about the details, the laughter, the sounds, the smells. Take a few moments for gratitude and how that feels and what that looks like. If you want to take a couple deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And on the last breath, call in positive energy, positive light. Release any negativity, any thoughts that's stopping or preventing, saying, the impossibility. Anything that's telling you that that's not realistic, that can't happen. We're just looking at our thoughts non-judgmentally. We're just holding space for them. This isn't for judgment. This is just recognizing your heart's desires and being grateful for being able to walk in that journey. Okay. So I want you guys to take a few moments to journal on what that felt like, what that looked like, what came up for you, what did you see, what did you hear? Again, what did that ideal world look like for you? What were some of the sensations that you felt in your body? Go ahead and take about 5 to 10 minutes to kind of journal what you visualized during your meditation. All right? I'm laughing at myself because I always share my journal prompt, right? But I feel like this is almost a cheat code. So if a guy was ever interested in me, not like he would ever obviously, I don't have guys too much into the therapy world right now, but I'm giving them the cheat code if I just say what it is I'm thinking about. So I'm just laughing at myself. Sorry. I thought that was funny. But in my visualization, in my ideal world, in my ideal home, which was so interesting because I'm such a beach person. I love being by the water, but for some reason I just saw big windows and forest background, trees, birds, animals that can walk up to my land in some sense. So it's kind of ironic because again that's where my mind took me, not necessarily where I thought I would think, because again, I love going to the beach and I'm I want to have a beach house, but part of me kind of wants the stability and the calmness and the quietness and the peace that I think kind of off into the woods might bring, but So I saw a lot of features of that, just a lot of windows, a lot of lighting, and a lot of animals. The partner part, goodness gracious. I'm going to say the basics, someone supportive, understanding, great listener, emotionally aware, responsive, communicative, stoic, protective, observant, romantic. So I think a lot of women can can agree to that. But as far as work and collaborations and passions, continue to work in the therapeutic and helping field, collaborating with other women, and still doing a lot of work in philanthropy and giving back, and mental health, and just making a difference in the world. So yeah, feel all the joys, all the good feels, and I think that's kind of the point, is to bring in that inner awareness of what it is that you want and you desire. You know, I don't know, excuse me, what your belief system is, and you know, I think the language kind of varies on what we say, and we can say manifest, we can say prayer, we can say some other things, but how we can interpret, you know, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And I think being able to call in and say things, and speaking to ourselves and saying that we're capable and that we are worthy of these things, that calls in that power of manifesting what it is that we desire. And so stepping into that power of I am worthy, I am divine, I am connected, I am radiant. And so we're going to work on that crown chakra this evening, and think about that manifestation, think about that vision that you had earlier, and you can go deeper into that as we do our meditation. So go ahead and get comfortable. You can lay down or sit comfortably, and we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, Healing Fam. If you want to gently open your eyes, wiggle your toes, your fingers, move your shoulders, get loose, and gently get up. Again, I thank you for joining me for today. I'm here every Sunday, 8 p.m. Follow on YouTube if you aren't already subscribed. And again, thank you again for joining. The light that is within me sees the light that is within you.